I know like 3 people on the opposite team as well.
No, that's fine. That's fine. 3 is better than 0. I know absolutely nobody in this league. Okay, Waf. So you've been here for a little bit longer than I have. I just joined up. I think Justin was the one who invited me, and I'm just excited to get casting. With that said, can you tell me a bit about this league and the people in it?
So the history of this league started when because it's split off from another league where the admin was a bit micromanaging.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Didn't really like him.
Okay.
So that's how this league got created, and then we put like people from Reddit and then from the other league as well.
Right. Okay.
But because the other league has like I think a 3K MMR hard cap, and this one doesn't have any caps.
Right. So how is it actually balanced? How are the teams matched up?
They develop an algorithm, so they try to balance the MMR. Then if your starting team is too high MMR, you have a penalty difference when it comes to the points.
Right, okay. That's very interesting. Okay, so we have 2 teams before us today. Dingle, Berries, and Team 7. Tell me everything you know about these 2.
I mean, of course, I will hope my own team will win, obviously.
Okay. Tell me, okay, if you had to like introduce your team like a profile situation, how would you describe them? Like, what's the team play style? What's the team like?
Okay, the team play style is quite simple. You just pick early fighting heroes and then you just go in.
Okay.
You just shove the tempo as much as you can at the start.
Okay, so is it fair to say that this is a fast-paced team that likes to go kill?
I wouldn't really say fast-paced team just because they're just higher MR, so they just play the game faster.
Okay, right. And Dingleberries, what about them? Do you know anything about this, your opponents today?
5 seconds remaining.
For this, I think Author is their support, Techno Viking is their off lane, I guess, and Hammer is their carry. Yeah.
Okay, so just some roles that you're familiar with, nothing too crazy in terms of the...
Yeah, the other 2 I'm not very sure. I don't know them.
Okay, sure. So let's get straight into the draft. This is my first time watching the league. So I'm sure like when it comes to signature heroes and stuff, you can get me filled in with what Team 7 likes. First, starting off, nothing too crazy. We're seeing some meta heroes between Terrorblade and Medusa banned out by Team 7. On the flip side, Dingleberries seem to be targeting the position 4 very heavily. Rubik as well as Earth Spirit taken out. But it's Legion Commander and Monkey. Oh, mid-Earth Spirit? Okay. Who is the madman who does that on your team?
Bear Shark. So
Bear Shark.
Is probably for him as well.
Okay, so this is a mid, a bit of a Thompson enjoyer. This guy.
Probably, yeah. The Earth Spirit, the Monkey, the...
Yeah. It's quite madman material.
Okay, Disruptor should be for Taylor Swift fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real, by the way.
Team, I do not know who it is for.
Okay, I mean, I think a large part of the insight that you're offering me will likely be for Team 7 and what heroes they like to pick. Monkey King and Disruptor, just a very natural synergy there, a very strong lane. Legion can perch off the Thunderstrike to avoid some of that harass, but I think just synergizes very nicely with each other, right? Because Monkey King with the Primal Spring, you're always going to be able to give your Disruptor vision to set up that glimpse, and of course Monkey King with the Primal, with the Wukong's command, as well as the Disruptor keeping everyone in place, it's just Circles of Doom. So really nice, I guess safe lane duo to start us off in this draft.
They're not laning together, the Monkey is mid.
Oh, right, the Monkey's mid. Okay. Forget the lane, forget everything I just said, but still the team fight's there. Venomancer, though, gonna come out for Dingleberries. And Legion and Veno usually sometimes seen in the off lane, so Veno more likely gonna take that supportive role.
Completely agree, I think it's a Veno 4.
Yeah. Veno's been disgusting lately. The patch,
I've never seen their boss 4 play Veno before, though.
I mean, this patch Veno, the new ult, just feels so much stronger, right? I mean, it's not like the old ult was bad. I'm a big Venomancer fan myself, but it really feels like your kill potential with the new ult is a lot stronger. It doesn't take too long. It's actually a useful nuke.
Yeah, if COVID was deadly, that's Veno out already.
Okay, that guy, that's a little too... okay, we're gonna leave it at that. But, okay, Skyref Mage being banned out. So they're just worried a bit about the synergy that comes with LC, right? Skyref and Legion, a very classic combo. And they're a little bit worried about that, being able to burst their Monkey King down, because they don't really have any save at the moment. But the bans and the picks actually going very quickly. Now Dingleberries shifting their focus to the off lane, taking out the Pango as well as the Underlord. But it seems like Team 7, they're not too interested in dealing with these illusion heroes. They banned out the Terrorblade, now the Naga and the PL as well.
Actually, I think that they think it's a Monkey safe thing rather than Monkey mid, because they're banning out the and the Pango as well.
Right? Yeah, they don't see that this will be mid. And to be fair though, as much as you're saying Bear Shark likes to play this monkey, you know, if the situation calls for it, I'm sure they can do a little switcheroo because Monkey King is a very magnanimous just carry hero. Usually position 1, position 2s generally feel quite comfortable playing it. I don't really know a carry player who's like, you know, I can't play Monkey King. Everyone loves the big bad boundless strike. Okay. Interesting that they... I mean, Underlord's just a strong hero in this meta, right? So being able to wave clear, being able to be that tanky frontliner, attract the attention of the opponents and root them in place for the monkey to just punch away is pretty useful. Any clear sort of idea that you see forming from Team 7 right now, or Dingleberries, what direction you feel like this draft is going to go in?
Radiant team pick.
I mean, we're going to find out. Mirana. So just a nice little bit of follow-up damage, some nukes as well. And the Moonlight Shadow going to be able to help them quite a bit. I'm not sure whether the Moonlight Shadow talent still exists. The one with evasion.
I need to check that.
Yeah, I need to check. I'm literally checking right now. Yeah, level 15 talent. Moonlight Shadow gives 20 evasion. So not really necessarily a save, but still adds very nicely to the kill potential. Can provide that roaming threat as well. But Jakiro, a very, very strong lane support. So just a whole lot of slows and magic damage coming out from Dingleberries. Alright, got a quick question for you. If you are playing... So, okay, Waf, what is your usual role on this team?
Pause 1.
Pause 1?
5 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Okay, so...
So I'm sitting out for the stronger team.
Okay, so I'm curious. As a pause 1 player, you're looking at a Veno Legion offlane. That is straight up disgusting. But you get the cream of the crop right now. You can pick anything. What is the carry hero you feel comfortable picking? What do you think is good against this situation right now for the side of Team 7?
Honestly, I can't really comment because I feel like my rank is not high enough. So I just play the game.
Yeah, I'm okay. Well, I'm just asking. No worries. Like I just want to know your opinion, my friend. It doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong. We're just guessing at this point. My guess is as good as yours. That's the thing.
What carry hero?
I mean, the Legion has very, very strong solo pick-off potential, right? So I wouldn't really want a carry that plays too much on the side lanes. I'm thinking someone who can maybe contribute in terms of the team fight. Someone who's not too worried about the magic damage that comes out from Veno or Jakiro. I'm thinking maybe something like a Life Stealer, but you don't really have a Life Stealer bomb. You want to carry with a bit of Disable. Ursa could be not too bad. Wraith King gets Kaita around too much.
Yeah, everything is not good.
Could we see a Slark here, perhaps? Slark can shrug off all the damage, can stat steal from the LC. It's gonna be Spectre though coming out from Dingleberry, so a very, very tanky position 1. I mean, the Slark's just looking good now, right? If you go into the Shadow Blade, you can break the Spectre. You know, you're never really going to be under a significant threat from these two supports because you can just Dark Pack off whatever slows they have. The only real threat is LC, but you kind of have the Monkey King backing you up. And I mean, this team really just needs a hero to keep the opponents in place, right? Just have someone pounce on them, hold them down, and really start to dish out the damage. Can really go toe-to-toe with LC.
Slug also fits into our playstyle quite well.
Oh, okay, you
Because
think so?
We want that mid-game fighting lineup a lot.
Right. I do think that this with Slug, especially after the first 1 or 2 items, maybe Echo Saber, Diffusal, even Shadow Blade, something like that, you know, can really, really take off and just feed on these 2 supports that Dingleberries have. So I wouldn't mind that pick up too much. Another hero that I'm potentially looking at actually is, I mean, I don't know whether you can pick this, but Morph.
Pick an elk.
Yeah, Elk's still in the pool. Elk is one of the heroes that really top of the meta right now. I'm considering Life Stealer, but I'm wondering whether Life Stealer has enough gas in the tank to take out a Spectre. But I mean, the Rage obviously can come in very handy. Doesn't really do too well up against LC in lane because LC can just out-trade you very handily. But still not the worst. Carry to carry matchup as well. Not too far down the line. But Team 7 actually taking quite a lot of time and they end up with the Doom. So this is likely going to be an offlane. They're leaving the carry pick for last, which is quite interesting to me because I feel like, you know, you already see what you're laning up against, right? And your carry to carry matchup. So I'm wondering what the thought process is here. We've seen some pro teams actually run the Doom carry. Do you think that's an angle that's possible?
Possible, but I feel like they just want to Doom just to destroy the Spectre.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Doom Mirana definitely quite scary as well. Can apply a lot of pressure, and you know if
that they'll probably ban the slug and
The green team
no,
Wait,
it does.
they still think- they still think
Yeah,
it's a monkey carry,
they still think it's a
they
monkey
still think it's a
carry.
monkey carry.
So I mean, looks like Bear Shark might be pulling one over their heads here if they're not too careful.
Just-
I mean,
Well,
right now they're
because
just
we have picked the monkey mid like
yeah.
4.
That's interesting. Maybe that okay. Here's the thing, right? Maybe they're trying to bait you guys into something. We don't know. But right now they're still playing very conservative, right? The OD because they want to make sure there's no save for the LC, and there still isn't really safe. If you count the Mirana, Moonlight Shadow, that's about it. There isn't really anything else in Team 7 that can say, you know, I'm bailing you out of the duel, right? The duel just right now is a catch-all. Can really lock up the Monkey King if he's not careful, because Monkey King's not really a hero that likes to build stuff like Lincoln's.
You can always glimpse the LC back though.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a little bit awkward still though because you're just locked up there. If you glimpse the LC back, the rest of the team can still just lay into you. Macropire, Veno out, Noxious Plague, the Haunt in.
dudes banning
Anti-Mage is gonna be the final ban.
From
Interesting.
range, the duel will almost be cancelled.
Right? Like if...
Range.
Yeah, it just depends how long LC blinked in from, I think.
Yeah, how far away it is.
Yeah. We'll have to see though. I mean, definitely team fights on both sides. Looking to favor Dingleberries. They have very strong tools in terms of the Haunt as well as the LC being able to catch out somebody, and the supports can just lay waste. I'm a little worried because I don't see anything on Team 7 that really threatens the backline. They kind of have their hands full with the Spectre and the LC at the moment, and I'm not very sure whether they can grab the pesky Veno Jakiro in the back. Ban on the Storm Spirit, probably informing that ban on the Anti-Mage as a response. So these two heroes usually come hand in hand, and Lesh is the final ban. So Dingleberry's missing one mid laner. They have some time to pick it, but they're just gonna go straight for the Wind Ranger. Interesting here. Nice little bit of follow-up damage. Can not necessarily burst as a follow-up to the duel, but can single out a target and really just take them down. So a lot of single target catch pressure coming in from the cores. LC, Wind Ranger, all can just set something up on their own and have the Spectre follow up. So interesting draft here. And last pick, Team 7, gonna be the Queen of Pain.
pick your
So it is a monkey carry.
So it is a monkey carry. Yeah, so we were barking up the wrong tree the whole time, but Bear Shark, he's gonna be able to get that counter pick. And it's interesting because usually I think these last picks really inform you as to what you know, each of these mid players think is good. Seems like Bear Shark confident in this Queen of Pain Wind Ranger matchup, gonna try and control the tempo of the game, because in reality, you take a look at Team 7, they're really gonna be banking on Queen of Pain to make most of the moves early on in tandem with the supports. Okay, before we get into the game, there is a bit of a tradition that I like to do when I cast my games. I like to assess the hats, okay? And right now, it's not much of a competition, right? Like, Techno Viking, he's looking pretty swell, but you gotta give it to Team 7. They're dripped out. What do you think?
For me, I'm never really a head collector, so
Yeah, I mean, just based on the aesthetics right now, if you're just taking a look, I mean, it's gotta be Team 7, right?
I don't know. The Wind Ranger with the butterfly wings looks pretty good.
Right, like that, but that's really only the saving grace. I mean, the Spectre, Hotshot, Nidalee, GG, leaving a little bit to be desired, and we got a bare bones Jakiro here. I think it's still pretty even. I have to give the inch over to Team 7 though, but with that being said, draft-wise, is there any that you favor at the moment?
I just think if the Dingleberries can hold on long enough, they will probably win.
Do you think they outscale the side of Team 7? I mean, you're talking about Monkey King, Doom, and a Queen of Pain. That is a scary tri-call to go up against in the late game.
Yeah, but when you have the Spectre and the LC, like, all you want to do on this side of Dingleberries is just to split up the fights.
Okay. So some GLHFs coming out, gonna put pause to the jazz music here. Make sure they were all on the same screen. Okay, there we go. So... oh wow, I don't see you. Do you by any chance have are you in Discord? Okay, you are, but you don't have a Discord picture, that's why I'm not showing up. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
all good. No worries here as we get into game number 1. I believe this is the best of 2. That's how
Wait,
things
is
go
there a
around
way
here.
for me to follow your camera, or there's no way?
Follow, do you know, are you not following my camera now?
No.
Okay, tell you what, I'm just gonna stream on Discord, and then you can watch that feed if you want, and just click on things if you want in the game. That's what I usually do anyway. I'm not too familiar. I have to get myself informed.
No, I think it's just cause mine is I will have to quit this game and start another game and then come back. But...
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna have to stop you there. Looks like there's an early tussle. This is a 5v5 situation. Both teams swinging at each other right above this cliff. I mean, level 1 wise, they need to be so careful. The double slows coming out from the Jakiro and the Veno can really just do them in.
No, the overwhelming odds is why it's strong.
Yeah, it's very, very scary. Just the AoE, I don't think people expect how big the AoE actually is now. Because in the
Yeah,
past, it used to be smaller, right? But now that it's around you, it's this gigantic circle, actually.
Yeah, when you have like five people, it's 200 damage. So
Yeah.
Time to man or woman up.
the
Okay.
dude might be gone here though. He is very slow.
Looking like he's in a bit of trouble. A lot of slows, the blood grenade, and yeah, King. He's gonna be dethroned here to start things off. First blood going over to Techno Viking.
At
And
least
this
he didn't give
Venomancer's
it
gonna
to
be...
us back.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but I mean the Veno, he's gonna be up to no good here in this lane. A very, very pesky customer for Doom to deal with. I have to see. I mean, Doom, historically not the best in the first early levels, right? You want to try and get up, ramped up to that level 4, level 5, that's where your Scorched Earth actually begins to threaten your opponents. Well, we'll see how things go here. I mean, Techno Viking, he has his work cut out for him. He's gonna have a Spectre to bodyguard most of this game. And actually tanking the arrow, but denying away that range creep. So, evens out. Not too big of a deal. Top side, Mini Hammer gonna be putting on quite a bit of pressure onto this Monkey King. Usually you think about Monkey King as somebody who's gonna bully out these melee offlaners, but against a Jakiro LC, there's just way too much nuke damage. Mid lane, Bear Shark. Like you said, this is their titular mid laner. He picked this co-op for the matchup into Teddy, so we'll have to see what he can do with it. Any lane you're keeping an eye out for in terms of something interesting you want to point out?
Not really at the moment. It's all pretty chill.
Okay.
But it's not interesting to see how the Venom beats develop. after the
Yeah.
first blood.
I'm just, yeah, I mean, it looks like he's going
Wait
straight for
a
the,
vessel.
yeah, the vessel. I don't mind it. I think they definitely needed to tear the Doom up. It's a really handy item for Veno also. Just traditionally been always something that this hero likes to get. Applying a lot of pressure to what can you do here. And yeah, level 1, no leap. Could have kept going with the Poison Sting. Doesn't want to overextend and instead chooses to Clarity up, so...
I feel like Team 7 doesn't really have many dispels for all the damage over time.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about, right? I think we were talking about this in the draft as well. Just, you know, they saw this LC Veno early on and they haven't picked any natural dispel or natural save to really get their heroes out of that sticky situation.
Yeah, and then they first picked the monkey as well.
Yeah. I mean, they're feeling good about it. I mean, do you know his name? What should I call this Korean dude?
Korean dead. You just call him Hans, I think.
Hans?
Yeah, Hans.
Okay, Hans. Yeah, Hans not gonna have a swell time here, just getting burned away by the Jakiro. Sure, he can lay in some punches, but you know, this Jakiro doesn't really care. Very tanky as an int hero.
Yeah, the wave is so pushed out.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough for Han to walk up here, and the Disruptor actually not really able to support him in this regard. Just the trades out. I mean, Han gets a Jingu
You
Mastery.
get Thunderstrike for the trades.
Yeah, interesting. Doesn't get Thunderstrike, but at this point, you know, you're up against an LC, you're assuming she's just gonna purge it off, right? So I don't mind this build too much. And Bear Shark actually falling behind in the early last hits even by a slight margin. Not really what you expected, but maybe the dominance comes slightly later. Just one level behind at the moment. A bottle to bottle.
Oh.
Yeah, but the harass gonna start kicking in now with that level 2 Shadow Strike. That's definitely what I was waiting for.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Looks like-
as well.
Actually on this top side. Just trading out for now, but all these lanes just going hard at each other, just smacking each other around with the spells. You can see the resources not looking too cute for any of them. The mana all but spent.
But you see the top lane, right? Where, where there's no way for the monkey to farm.
Yeah.
Like, look at where the wave is.
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable, right? Because if you walk out, you're basically
Yeah.
asking to get hit at. And again, another overwhelming odds, a lot of damage. Heals up, nice boundless strike onto the entire creep wave. And Mini Hammer, I don't know whether you can do this. Kinetic field and the blood grenade, they actually glimpse him back. Trying to get the pressure out onto Mini Hammer. No more regen available? No. Can't get it off, but yeah. No, Fairy Fire available. Very, very low on resources in this top side we're talking about. Oh, we'll call out. The Doom in some trouble, slowed down by that Venomous Gale, and the last touches, no. Can't actually finish it. So a lot of just narrow misses here as both off-laners just sort of limp away from their opposition.
Yeah, I'm surprised Doom didn't start with a stick even.
That's true. Trying to rush that Ring of Health, right, for that in-lane regen. Oh, wow. It looks like...
I didn't notice if you got the Wraith Band first or the Ring of Health first.
I'm pretty sure he got the Wraith Band first. But yeah, I mean, a bit of an awkward situation there. Teddy actually trying to rotate over, not at the level 6 yet. Since the power shot their way and just kind of leaves.
Mid is just a farming game. There's
Yeah.
no kill potential yet.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to watch for that Teddy level 6, right? Because the second he gets at you, you know he's gonna try and run Bear Shout down. There's a high potential for just getting outplayed here if he's not too careful.
Yeah, but it is a level 1 shackle, so you can always blink out.
That's fair. Well, it's worth noting as well that Bear Shout doesn't actually have boots, so might just get ran down if the wind run is timed right or the spacing isn't correct. But we'll have to see. A relatively quiet early game for the heroes that have been selected. You know, you'd expect a bit of more action in the lanes. Speaking of, in comes Han. Trying to get the rundown onto Otter Spotter here. The glimpse back as well, straight into the clutches. But can't get the hit off because of the attack slow. Boundless strike available, and bam! Down goes that Jakiro. This was the aggression that we expected, right? The monkey and the disruptor combo. Just a bit too strong for them. They can't get away.
Hop and win, even CS. The wind's just going straight for the Maelstrom, not even boots. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the heroes that can probably afford to not go boots here. Oh, Otter Spotter. Coming mid for the refill. Bear Shark is one level behind and...
The rune is top.
Oh, yeah, guesses right with the rune, and Otter Spotter doesn't get it in
He
time.
didn't deny it. He didn't deny. He could have denied it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe mistiming it a little bit here. Now Otter Spotter might be in some trouble. Bear Shark doesn't really have mana to work with though. Techno Viking goes down, but...
He even slid back into that.
Yeah. It's a little bit unfortunate. Oh, wow, the
And
tips
the
as
thing.
well. Damn. Okay. Some early playfulness coming out from both supports here.
That's quite fine because they know each other quite well.
Of course, of course. Nothing but some banter. King did take down Techno Viking in the bot side, but they want to get some revenge. Has the mango available and purges himself. He looks okay. The power shot's not going to finish him off, and the Vanguard coming to play here. Very nicely done. I mean, just blocking so much of that focus fire damage, and not much Teddy can do about that. Bear Shark, a lot of space in this mid lane to work. And I'm just wondering, current tempo of the game, you have to be a little bit worried, right? Because you talk about the spec being spec potentially scaling into the late game, but right now it seems like the cause on the side of Team 7, pretty good trajectory for them. Glimpse back.
Doom is quite far ahead even though he died first blood.
Yeah. I mean, Mini Hammer not having as much of a dominant time as we expected. We thought this LC would really crush this lane, but Han has just had a wonderful go at it. Phase boots completed. Looking at the orb,
Surprisingly, the Spectre is still ahead of is slightly ahead of the Corporate Network.
right? Like, okay, so here's the one thing I wanted to point out, right? I think as much as Techno Viking has gone down once or twice, he's done a really good job in terms of creating space. Action on the top side, Karma inching a bit too far forward, not respecting the damage that can come out. Techno Viking coming through as well, and oh wow, nicely done, Han. Good recognition there, TPing back. Getting out of trouble. No level 6 on Mini Hammer means that there's no duel available and nothing can be done about that.
Yeah, one thing about Corp in the mid is that you'll get all the runes.
Yeah. I mean, he also just guessed right twice, right? So, good on him.
They both have wards.
Hey, you guys,
Sorry?
done some
They
great
both have
work.
what?
Forget about
Oh, that's fair, that's fair. Yeah, I wonder why Teddy just inched towards that direction. Maybe just guessed wrong because they started moving before the runes even spawned.
Yeah. I guess the Corp you just have to guess and it's a 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, this is something mid laners always despise, right? The 50-50 of the runes. And Quap, I think arguably more so than many other mid heroes,
Yeah,
very
I
dependent
hate
on these
Corp
action
the
runes, right?
most if you guess wrong.
Yeah, without these runes, it's very, very hard to keep your resources up and keep action going on the map. You want to be
Yeah, it's like-
rotating on these sonic waves and trying to make action happen.
It's like Pop or Ember, or if
Oh.
you have a summon hero, you just deny the other one.
Doom coming out here onto the Spectre. They managed to get Nidalee out of trouble. But Teddy actually falling very low. The last touch, not there in time. Starstorm finishes him out though. What can you do? Snipes him through the trees. And excellent rotation coming out from Team 7 to get the return on that. They bring the full force of their supports. Techno Viking. Oh no. That's a very sweet arrow. They're going through. The glimpse back might not have been what they wanted, but what can you do? Dude, this guy is on fire on this Mirana. Just racking him up.
in your bottom. Radiant structures are fortified.
Team 7 heating up here in this early game. 2-6 with a 3k lead already. And like you said, the Doom so far ahead of his counterparts. Already 1k above the highest net worth on the Radiant.
Yeah, it's quite likely almost above tower for sure.
And it just kind of feels like, you know, this is something I was worried about. You talk about the Spectre scaling well into the late game, yeah, but I feel like there's so much pressure on Mini Hammer as well as the mid laner, Teddy, to set these kills up, but look at them, they're all physical damage. Look at the Doom, one Vanguard, and he blocks so much of that.
There's a 4-man rotation down the board.
Yeah, they're trying to make something happen here.
5-man rotation down the board.
Spectre Haunt in, onto King, he has the Scorch Earth running though. They have a duel available, they managed to grab it, but do they have the damage? King still standing strong, he's not really under any threat. I mean, he's gonna die, but it's essentially what, a 5-man rotation?
Yep.
I don't know whether that's worth it. You know, your monkey's just farming away in the top side freely. Quap having a grand old time in the mid lane. That's a huge chunk of gold coming in from Mini Hammer, but still, I don't know. Alright, Bear Sharp. Looks to have completed an item here, unless I'm tripping out. No. I mean, he has that stuff of wizardry, could really extend into many other items. Hotshot, in some trouble. They used the glimpse already though, so the chase is gonna come to a halt. And just some peppering auto attacks out onto Techno Viking. Wanna apply pressure on this bot side with this siege, but it's gonna come through at an awkward location. And Auto Spotter just gonna get out of there. Top side, oh mid! Is that a solo kill? Arcane Rune with that Sonic Wave gonna finish off Teddy.
Yo, green dudes. Something
Damn, Bear Shark. I mean, had us a little worried there. Meanwhile, bot side, action non-stop this game as Techno Viking not gonna have as much luck. Tracked by that Thunder Strike, glimpse in 4. This poor Venomancer, nowhere to run.
No.
What can you do? Another kill with that Starstorm.
Guess I just going for a
Radiant's
SNK
middle
first.
tower is under attack.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
bottom tower is gonna fall in the next 10 seconds.
Yeah. And I think we were initially, I don't know about you, I was initially a little bit worried about this co-op because, you know, we were talking about how this was supposed to be a counter pick. Didn't really look like that in the early stage of the game.
And mighty get.
Oh. Hammer, yeah, just gonna get slammed down. This is a 3v1.
Oh, he doesn't have TP.
He's literally fine. Gotta turn around the Wukongs. You can't walk into this. Techno, you need to get out of this ring, Techno. And he's just gonna stand his ground. Looks like help's on the way too. Here comes, what can you do? Oh no, wow, another Starstorm.
Your phase ends.
Trying to get a go on the Monkey King though, but can't get any sort of catch. And the two pivotal players, Teddy as well as Mini Hammer, they aren't really able to get off the ground in terms of pickoffs. They need to be careful with the power shot damage though. What can you do? Gonna back off.
The Kaya on the corp is done.
Yeah. I mean, you take a look at the net worth. It just feels like Team 7 are ramping up in such a big way. And now,
we just want to control the early game.
yeah?
The game, yeah.
Speaking of controlling the early game, Teddy, no chance of getting out. What can you do? Gonna get dueled up. That's a 4 dominating kill streak. Not too bad. But Auto Spotter, no way of getting out of that one. And now Mini Hammer forced to turn tail and run. High fives being offered up, but no mercy being shown. As the 3 cores of Team 7 run up a riot on the top side. Oh, they need to be careful. There was a glimpse too.
Should be a top tower. They still have static storm and everything.
I don't know if they want to go here though. The respawns are coming in.
Yeah, it's true.
Ping's coming out.
Spectre going for X first item.
That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. Has the Falcon Blade, but I mean, this just really has felt like an item that we don't see so much very often anymore. I mean,
Come out with his Philippines internet as usual.
is this normal?
This is normal.
Okay, all right. I mean, we're at a bit of a standstill at the moment, and I just want to ask you, 8k gold lead up. You talked about Team 7 liking to control the early game. They very much have done so, and already smokes coming out from Dingleberries. Do you think this is kind of out of the water already, or do you think Dingleberry, you know, they have an angle back? What's the strat here for Dingleberry if they want to come back into this?
I mean, they're just waiting for the Spectre to come online, right? But you don't know how like he needs so much space. Like he's what 3.2k away from the X, and they still need something after the X at that point. Hello?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit rough just because of the fact that I feel like Spectre is really a
It's not good from behind.
I can't actually put Dingleberries in my title. I'm gonna try D-berries. It works. Okay. I put no wonder. My bad. The title was wrong because I input Team Dingleberries versus Team 7, and they're like Dingleberries conflicts with the terms of service. So I don't know. I don't know. Well.
But yeah, like I said, I don't know if the Spectre can recover.
Yeah, it's rough, right? I mean, Spectre is a hero that really... It's not the fastest farmer. And like, you know, usually the fastest farming build that you see is like even Blade Mail, which is so slow.
Yeah,
right?
And you're still going for X, which is even slower.
Yeah. I don't know. Mini Hammer. You know this guy's in pitch. He is waiting to get these duels up. You know, he wants to get the ball rolling. It's felt so stagnant for the side of Dingleberries thus far.
Yeah, but he's still like at least 4 minutes from his blink.
Yeah. I mean, this smoke really is going to dictate a lot, right? If they manage to get a high-value target here, they can really ramp it up into a push in the top side, open up a bit more of the map for the Spectre to play, but if
yeah, but even on the smoke, they don't have tails. They
Yeah,
don't have they don't have duel, they only have font. Venom's
Yeah.
on 6.
Yeah, it's just awkward, right? And I mean, I don't know if you felt this thus far, but I mean, it really, really feels so bad to play support when you're behind in this patch. Because
Yeah, it
if you
does.
start losing the lanes, boy, you are not getting a drop of EXP. You are not getting
Yeah,
any
it's
EXP.
very bad.
Like, and there's no tomes anymore, right? You kind of need to wrestle each other for the wisdom rune, and like only the Jakiro is out. Like this Veno is still level 5, like 13 minutes in. This would be considered like at this point in time in like the previous patch, it's like borderline griefing, right? Like you're like,
Yeah,
okay, you must have
if
fed a
get
lot.
kicked out of lane, like you are done.
Yeah, it's just
As-
over.
as a support.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do here. I mean, the upside is that, you know, Veno and Jakiro, they are heroes that can contribute to pickoffs. So, not too crazy. They can still try and ramp back up with these calls that they have, but they're gonna have to find something here. Like you said, this really feels like a bit of a desperation smoke. They're really just Hail Marrying it, trying to find something.
Yeah, Spectre is still at least like 6 minutes away from the X.
Almighty money.
Oh, it's unpaused.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nah, they're not gonna find anybody. Yeah, win range is already broken, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, what can you even do, right? You just have to kind of hope they respond to this tower push, but they've shown that they can.
So what can you do? Nice pun?
Oh, they see Hunt. Oh, this could be a good pickoff, but nice static storm, Karma, keeping them in place. The Shackle not gonna latch as well. They managed to dodge out of the way and nothing to be found. The Shackle, okay, glimpse. Back onto Teddy.
Pop is coming in.
They're trying to find an angle though. And here comes the chase. Do they have any way of getting out of here? Like you said, here comes the Co-op Han.
Easy.
Chasing over. And Co-op, Techno Viking, gonna be easy pickings here. Oh, the Scream actually. Yeah, Bear Shark even using the Scream, but now Teddy getting caught out as well. And where are you gonna go, buddy?
His courier has been killed.
I mean, they do get a nice courier kill that slows down Bear Shark's Kaya Sanj, but I mean, it is not looking too good. Already top of the net worth, all 3 cores,
Radiant structure
just so far ahead of their counterparts.
Yeah, there should be a tower down.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do here.
Everyone, go now. Green dude's top thing is
Okay, the one upside is that, you know, Team 7 aren't the best tower pushers, right? They don't really have a hero that goes like, yeah, I'm gonna take down your towers just like that. Especially when the Monkey King went to the bot side just to get that farm up. But they do manage to take it down, like you said. And
Actually, it's not that bad because you have the raise dead on the Doom.
yeah, I didn't notice that. Yeah, just now with the little skeletons, right, buffing up everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this Doom is so huge. King, Midas, Vanguard, like he's looking at the pipe now. I think there was a bit of a miscom situation, right? Because he went for the chainmail, but you know, now it's a pipe. He might have thought he was going for that grease, but what can you do already building that up? You know, oh, mini hammer. Oh no, the glimpse. Back into trouble. Doom onto him. They have an ice path to keep them at bay,
Yeah.
but doesn't look like he's gonna get out of this one.
Ooh, the Jakiro.
Uh-oh.
Are they gonna take them all?
Nah.
No.
No other tools. They're gonna back off, happy with that kill.
They're gonna back off and just push mid.
Hey,
Yeah.
forget about it.
They're just controlling this entire triangle area. Nothing much for Dingleberry to do here. And this spec just has been cowering in this bot side, slowly farming up. But the last time we saw him, he had like half a component. Now he's got one, and like he's
Now
making
he's
his way
got
to.
second.
Yeah, but it's like, how long more are you gonna let your team suffer like this?
Yeah,
12k gold now.
He's gonna get it at like 19 minutes at the earliest. If
Yeah.
he doesn't have any horn kills.
Well, they are gonna spot out this Moonlight Shadow thanks to the nicely placed sentry wards. Not gonna lose anyone here. Let's see what can you do, but... Oh, nice dodge, Techno Viking.
Oh,
Oh, actually
You
lands
got
on
it,
Teddy
but-
instead, but yeah, it's a bit
but
too
you
deep.
can't- You can't follow up.
Yeah.
Monkey... BKB, 2000 gold. So
You
the
know what's
Monkey BKB
crazy?
is gonna come at the same time as the Spectre.
Yeah, Wef, I'm gonna be real with you. It does not feel like it's 16 minutes into the game with how far ahead Team 7 are. How is it less than 20 minutes? They are so rich on all of their
This is
cores.
almost 1000 gold a minute, dude.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy. And Techno Viking is still level 5 on this Venomancer. Hasn't even gotten the Noxious Plague yet.
Green Dude's top thing is about to get knocked over.
Look at this power push. look at the creeps.
Oh, yeah,
Damage
yeah.
increased by 80.
They're really putting in the work. These guys work it overtime. Oh, Han? Look for something here. There is that Watcher. It has been
They wanna
taken
try and
over.
Go for the spec soon.
Radiant's
Seems like it.
tower is under
Just
attack.
gonna cower off to the corner. Hot shot.
Okay, Venom is finally 6.
About 17 minutes, level 6 on that
Middle
support.
tower is under attack.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, the Mirana's only level 7.
Uh-oh,
But
they're
yes,
on the
the
hunt here. Oh no! Oh no! I think he spotted him. Is he gonna jump over? Is he guessing right? No.
No, they saw the dagger, but
Yeah, I mean, they thought he went away, but okay. Uh-oh. Gotta find him now. Hot shot. Needs to get out of here.
nah, he's fine.
I thought Han was gonna go for it. But just
The rest were
respecting...
the rest were definitely too far.
Yeah, I mean, also just respecting the fact that he saw nobody on the map, right? You don't want to throw away any advantage that you have here. The power shot gonna be a swing and a miss, and that's not gonna be able to clear the creeps.
Something bad
I
is
mean, Corp's already going for an early egg.
Yep.
Ooh, he jumped in. Ooh,
Noxious Plague onto this monkey. I mean, it's a lot of magic damage over time, and it's gonna spread. But I mean, it's just a bit of chip damage, and they mech it right up, so that's just the Veno out down.
1 minute to blink on LC, another 2 minutes for egg.
Oh,
Radiant's tower
yikes.
is under attack.
Yeah, he's still 1050 away.
I mean, this is the tricky part, right? Once you fall behind in this patch, like, the jungle creeps don't give as much as they used to. These item progressions don't come quite as quickly, even when you're split pushing.
Yeah, and that's the expected. You can't really fight.
Yeah. Your carry isn't in fighting form just yet, and it's looking a bit rough to say the
Radiant's
least.
top tower gonna fall over soon.
I mean, King.
Oh,
but-
I was waiting for the ancient, but they didn't spawn. because of the mod.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, he's got to be so frustrated here. I mean, I've played these kind of LC games before, you know, you just want to find a duel. It's just...
You see, Teddy even skipped the Maelstrom just to go for the BKB.
Yeah, it's just rough now.
That's how bad it is.
And I do have to wonder, Dingleberries, it kind of felt like they weren't really aligned on what they were trying to do in the draft, right? Because yes, you have this pick-off strategy with the spec, but you know, you start out with this LC. How is this LC supposed to get any kills? There's no catch, there's no follow-up. It's like, it's fully relying on the LC to get the blink, and he's just not there yet.
You know, the follow, I think, was supposed to be the Wind Ranger with the Focus Fire, right?
Yeah, but it's not like the traditional follow-up, right? It's not really burst.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some time.
Not bursty enough.
I mean, props to Hotshot though, he's doing a really good job in terms of dodging out some of the attempts made to come for his head. They haven't really been able to find this spec just yet. He's still, no deaths, very minimal involvement in the game, but that's what he needs to do right now. He just needs to stay out of it. And Grief's completed for this Mirana, gonna be a huge aura boost to the team fight
they're looking
prowess.
for the Monkey BKB, then they'll probably go Roche.
Yeah.
Smoke on Dingleberry, but there's no one there.
Yeah, this is a bit strange. It almost feels like they're expecting a move in, but no one's here. They smoke
They
again.
just re-smoked.
Yeah. Sometimes one stick is not enough, you know, you gotta...
It's like you must test your China BKB. Just make sure it's not a Pirator product.
I mean, we say that, but Mini Hammer, you know, he has that blink, so maybe that's why they're so pressed on trying to find something here. They're being extra careful about this, not even gonna pick up those bounty runes. They're going for a big wrap around here.
Yeah, Mirana might pick up.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the extent.
I mean, really, really good awareness here from Team 7 to hold this high ground. They see Mini Hammer. They could go in on this LC, but immediately the blink. They spot the rest though, and straight onto Techno Viking. Bear Shark. That's just 2 supports down. 1 for now, Teddy. Coming through. Trying to find something, but...
almost wanted to do.
Oh, the glimpse. Teddy in some trouble here. Needs to run away, but oh no.
Oh, he did use the doom. He did.
Yeah, he just doomed and Sonic Wave. The hate for Teddy is real. And I don't know why you do that. I mean, the Spectre haunted, but it was the least scary haunt ever.
Why is this so bloody difficult?
He just wanted to kill him.
Everyone on this team is full HP. What do you even do about this situation?
He just called GG, man.
Right? That's why. I don't know. This is looking a little bit rough. I mean, I don't know what exactly the MMR differences are between.
He is done.
Yep. Just a bit more gold. Looks like they want to go for the Roche here.
Yeah,
It's not here though. It's gonna be a bot. Yeah. Yeah. The Wisdom Rune is available. No one's claimed that up just yet. Techno Viking.
Like, he's so rich, right? He didn't even bother to disassemble the Echo Saber.
Yeah.
Be faster.
Yeah. He's like, I can afford both.
Yeah.
Invisibility.
Well, Eggs is done.
Yeah. I mean, this, you know, everyone was laughing at it earlier on when it was first introduced because you're like, oh, Shadow Strike, cool. Nice pick off. That's gonna be a nice little kill onto the Disruptor, inching a bit too far forward.
Didn't the Croc Eggs get buffed?
Yeah, that's why, right? It's actually disgusting now. It's no laughing matter.
I don't remember what was the buff.
It might just be damage takes, to be honest. Because it didn't feel very significant back when it was first introduced.
Yeah, it really wasn't. Like, this like quite fell out of the meta, right? Because they swapped the talent to the eggs.
Yeah.
Tormentor.
Can they do this?
Nah, I think
They have no damage. I mean,
but the Q.
someone's gonna die.
Nah, it's fine.
Oh, it's close. Oh, wow, it's close. I mean, they have latent toxicity. It doesn't literally matter because they have no dispel.
No, the Jakiro popped his 26 charges for it.
Yeah, I mean, the Vano's gonna get it though. I don't think this is super significant.
I mean, it's not bad, I guess.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It is
You
a
can-
guaranteed stun if you dispel it.
You take what you can get, right? You're not gonna complain at this stage. Any sort of a little boost that you can have. Nice little 2 sets of Wisdom Runes here. They're gonna try and get their own Tormentor as well.
Probably give it. Who would benefit from the Wisdom Rune the most?
Straight onto Disruptor, it seems.
I thought at least give one to the Marano.
Don't actually have a lot of damage to deal with this Tormentor. Gonna try to though. Karma. Gonna watch himself a little bit. It's Mirana with the shot. So the
I remember there was one game when I was playing with them, and Kama, he went down to like 50 HP from the Tormentor.
I gotta respect it, dude. Karma's like literally just standing there. He's not scared at all. He's not like even trying to dodge damage. He's like, yeah, I'll tank it.
There's nobody though.
It's almost like Bear Shark knows though. He circled this exact location. He knows exactly where they are.
Yeah, he's the immortal player. That's probably why.
Right.
Hammer might get caught.
Bad dude's
If
top
he
tower's
saw the
on
scream on the
course.
wave.
Oh, straight in. A mini hammer. No chance here, even with that ice path. Nicely placed by Auto Spotter, but couldn't see that one coming. The glimpse back. They're gonna see him coming though. And he's gonna be in a bit of trouble. Auto Spotter now.
Yep,
Gonna get hammered down. Teddy. They throw the Noxious Play, but it's just one by one on these players. Dingleberry's forced to run away. Another glimpse available in 5.
Yeah, they serve all their
They are straight dooming up onto Hotshot. The scream beautifully placed, and Teddy stands no chance. As Techno Viking waddling off into the wind, but you can't get away from a blink. You can't get away from a monkey. And Bear Shark making it look very, very easy here in this game number 1 on this co-op last pick.
That's a tier 3, right? Yeah, they don't have glyph.
Yeah.
No glyph on Radiant.
Straight up on the high ground they go.
I mean, if they lose this next fight, I wouldn't be surprised if they just hold it.
I just don't know what the angle is, right? I don't know how they...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know. I'm just not very sure how you take these fights. Like, you need to maybe pick off the supports to start. You need to get rid of this this aura on the Mirana. Maybe take out the disruptor before you can throw off a static storm. I don't know. This is 22k, like you said. Since the start of the game until now, it's almost maintained a 1k per minute gold lead, and it's really, really disgusting. There's a steady sink down into the way of the Dire here.
Doom has a pocket BKB from China.
Yep.
Disruptor going for the boots of bearings,
An
RG.
easy shot.
They're so damn rich, bro. Like, they're all so rich. The Mirana has more net worth than the Wind. Like, Teddy's...
Finally has BKB.
Yeah, but, you know, he's...
Yeah,
he had to sacrifice everything. Like, 27-minute BKB? That's like support or something. If you rush it on, like, a Marcy, I don't know how you're gonna...
Wait,
try and make
what?
this work.
Oh, he messed up so bad.
Oh no! Oh,
Wait,
he got it in
Drain's
time.
never in
Oh
time.
my
He
lord.
got it in time.
Oh my god. That was scary.
I saw
Ah,
the
Teddy,
snails
Teddy.
like, I was so confused.
You just know Teddy's asshole just clenched as shit.
1 second left on the disassemble.
Okay.
No more ages.
Shadow, take us.
Okay. Straight on to King here.
Bye bye, Benno.
Bye bye, Benno.
Bye bye, Benno.
Goodbye. It's just unfortunate, right? He had such a he had such a good start too. You know, he was really racking up a lot of pressure onto King. But it's just the Spectre hero, right? It's so slow, especially when you go for this build that he went for. Falcon Blade into Axe Rush, like you're not getting anything with that.
Yeah. I've seen the Spectre. He's not been threat swapping at all.
Fate will show with my eyes.
He's not been what?
He's not been threat swapping at all in this game.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was in his position, I wouldn't as well. I'd just be so much in despair.
No, but when you're trying to maximize your farm efficiency, like you would want to threat swap as much as you can.
I guess so, but I maybe that's just not something that he's thinking about at the moment. Maybe he's just thinking, you know, he's
well,
waiting
what
for the
is-
opportunity to come back into the game with a fight.
Rush.
Yeah. Don't really expect a contest here though.
Yeah, they're way too far.
Way too far behind. That's gonna be that. Easy ages for Hans here.
He has his Skadi. If he sells his Venom and his stick, that's a Skadi right there.
Yeah. Throwback to when Skadi was built with an Orb of Venom. Real ones remember.
Wasn't that for like a very short time only?
I don't think so. I think it was for quite a while actually. And everyone hated it because it's so annoying to have an Orb of Venom.
Go back to when Ricky had the Bing Strike ulti.
Yeah, that's I mean that's happened a few times, right? They fucked Ricky up proper and then they gave him Sleep Dart, which is just absolutely annoying.
No, the Bing Strike out when it was like 2015.
It does.
I started playing those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Prize is mine.
Well, Team 7. Not much of a resistance coming out from Dingleberries right now. You have to imagine they're holding on for what they're hoping for will be a miracle of a high ground defense. It's certainly feeling that way now. You take a look at the lead, 24k, and it just hasn't even been scratched.
Doom hasn't touched his BKB. Monkey hasn't touched his BKB.
Pristine condition there, just keeping it on the shelf actually. No need to even activate it. Skadi complete, like you said. The Mirana.
Done on the Spectre at least.
Yep. I mean, but that's Bear Shark's Shivas, right? That's a very big ticket item. Karma, like you said, the boots are bearing. Not here just yet, but already has the drums. And King, he's just loaded up to the brim. It seems like they're waiting for something though. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't know whether it's another monkey item timing, but they don't feel the most confident about just going up to the high ground, it seems, against this entire sea of Venom wards. Is that a matter of concern? I mean, I'd assume you just walk up, especially with the Aegis at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you still have a fight. I don't see what Venom Wars will do to you that much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but... It seems like they're waiting for Han's Harpoon, which is gonna come in 1,000 gold. It's a little bit of a wasted time on the Aegis. You only have 3 minutes on that left, so... Wondering whether this will be worthwhile for them, but they, you know, they're so far ahead, you want to play careful, nothing wrong with that. It's not like the side of Dingleberries can go anywhere, right?
It's just not exciting when you're watching, right?
It's so boring. I'm so bored right now.
I mean, if he could technically sell his wand and the Orb of Venom.
Nah. This guy is greedy. They're not even selling the Orb of Venom, bro. You see?
Right, like, yeah, I guess they don't have that much power push.
Yeah, that's the main concern, right? I mean, he doesn't have his little skeletons anymore. And it's just annoying because the Doom Blink is just perpetually cancelled by the Venom.
This should be Rex.
I would hope so. I mean, Wukong's command being committed. They're jumping in straight off the Bear Shark. Is it enough damage? A lot of sustain though, but Bear Shark, he's falling low but managing to get the blink out. And oh no, disaster. That was the fight they were hoping for. But nothing much else they can do about that. The BKB gonna stop the Doom and the Glimpse from finishing off that win. But already 2 members down on the side of Dingleberries. And yeah, I don't think they can do this.
No buybacks
There's no buyback.
on the LC.
And I mean, Bear Shark not scared at all. Just straight up face tanking that. The Sonic Wave and the Boundless Strike Hunt.
Yeah, Wind doesn't have buyback either.
Yeah, takes them out. I mean, 40 seconds without your Wind Ranger. They could go for the second set here. Have the Crimson Guard protecting them and the Greaves to top them off. I don't know.
Your green dudes, something bad. Good dude's bottom just fell off. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
The Shocker's a bit out of position.
Oh, apologies here. And I mean,
He did.
they do kill the Disruptor, but they're gonna incur heavy losses. I mean, this is GG. There's no more. I mean, they've been hanging on for so long, but I don't know what you can do on Hotshot.
This
Yeah.
is at least Mega, I think. The only thing is top
Radiant's
is quite pushed
bottom
out.
barracks has fallen.
15 seconds on Aegis, maybe they want to back.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's more than 1,000 gold a minute.
Yeah, some all chatting coming out as well from Disruptor and
So
GG's call.
They called it.
Yeah, they're done. They're out of here.
That's it.
I'm surprised they hung on so long, I'll be honest with you, but I mean, really, it's just felt like Team 7 outclassed their opponents here. This is game number 1. You know, usually you don't, I mean, I try and stay away from saying stuff like that, but it really just felt that way. I don't think Team 7 really gave their opponents a chance. And a bit unfortunate for the side of Dingleberries. They're going to have to regroup here. I think it definitely felt like they got a bit confused in the draft, starting out with the Veno LC, and then all the subsequent picks didn't really seem to build on that concept of the pickoffs, right? You know, you couldn't really get anything done with the calls that you had picked.
Yeah, it's like you want to pick off heavy lineup, but then you go for 4 protect one.
Yeah, it's like
It's very
Spectre.
confusing.
The thing is, if you want to pick a Spectre and you want to rush this pickoff, you need more reliable pickoff than that. You can't really hope they'll just stand there and let the Wind Ranger just shackle them. It just never came to any sort of fruition, it felt like. And very unfortunate there for Dingleberries. Of course, this is a best of 2. They have the chance to tie this up against Team 7, but you know, if Team 7 continue this momentum that they have, it's really scary business, I must say.
Yeah, I need to leave the call for a few minutes. Give me a few minutes.
All good, all good. Okay, let me just